What's going on, YouTube? Today I have another UFC 5 CAF for you. This is top-ranked UFC strawweight Loopy Godinez. Loopy is not her real name, but everybody knows her by Loopy, so I put Loopy. Taking a look at the fighter type, I went with a boxer pressure, a fighter who likes to pressure with their black and move forward. I believe her fight against Elise Reed, this is like what she does. She's very in your face with her hands blocking and will pressure you and whatnot. That just fits so perfect. Otherwise, if you want to go wrestling, there's not really thing for wrestling. Just I think boxer pressure is perfect for her, especially because she can grapple a little bit. She's an excellent grappler too, so that kind of works out. General info: Loopy Godinez. I didn't change her nickname. Godinez. Guadalajara, Mexico is what I opted to go with her. I think she's fighting out of there or whatever. Anything Mexico really works. She's currently 30 as I am recording this. 5'2", 115. Orthodox. I did not do a voice. Moving on to her appearance. We'll go skin tone first. A couple different things you could do. You could go really any of these three. 1, 2, 3. Just depending on what you want. I'm probably thinking one of these two. I might go with this one. I might stick with this one. It will be one of these two. You pick lighter, darker, whatever works for you. Hair. Now, I know she has her, bun on the top of her head. There isn't a hairstyle that has that I found. I think the closest one I found was this. But it's still not, directly on the top of her head. This is another option if you like this option better. And with how I have this sculpted, this actually is a nice look for her. So if you want to go with this one, you can. But I ultimately chose this one for now. It's got her bun and it's just on the back of her head instead of top of the head. But 6 or 7 is probably what you would want. Eyebrows, I went for brows 14. You could probably go something like a brows 11. That doesn't look bad. Brows 12 you can maybe do. Might be able to use 13. It's going to be one of those. I might end up changing this down the line. But right now I have it at 14. I would suggest 12, 13, or 14. Whichever one you prefer. I think all of these could fit pretty well for her. Hair color, simple black. And eyebrows, simple black. Head. I opted for template 18. I think this is what worked out really well for her. In this game, I could not do her to save my life in UFC 4, and I really was looking for somebody to do her. And I couldn't get anything for UFC 4. But, have no fear, UFC 5 is now here. We'll get into the sculpting. Not a whole lot of customization, if I'm being honest. If you like things a little different, you can knock down, her cheek or something if you really want to, kinda not be so puffy like that. You can kind of opt for something like that, and do something like that if you want. Because her nose was kind of already on, this template, I kind of just made it bigger. I didn't really do much with it. So, I mean, feel free to make changes, of course. I didn't change everything, the mouth and, the, first 3, 4, 5, 6. None of this I changed, so. Alright, for the eyes, I'm actually not quite sure. It's either a green, blue, or a brown or dark brown. It's one of those 3. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could be a dark green. I can't quite tell what her eyes are. If you know it, just select them. Right now I have them at green-blue, but they very well could be a dark green. They could be like brown or a dark brown, along those lines. Body type. I went with 1. It just obviously 3 was too skinny, so or at least it looked too skinny, so I ruled that out. And body 4 just does not look anything like her. One or 2, I guess it depends. She's more muscular in the abs on this one than she is this one, so I went with this one. This one fits her a lot better. But yeah, no, take that all back. Body 1. It's like the only one you should be choosing for this one. All these other ones just not work. Tattoos didn't do anything. I mean, if you wanted to do something like an eye tattoo and kind of like make her eyebrows a little better per se, like actually look like eyebrows, you can do something like this. So might be able to do it better than me, but you can kind of flip this upside down and kind of see if you can get like on the little gap here per se. I can't really shrink it right here. So you have to something like, or maybe like flip it like that or something like that, and try to get it as small as you possibly can, and just like like here, kind of just like fill it in kind of thing, something like this. You get the idea. Kind of filling that in like that. Which I might actually leave. I'm actually going to leave that like that. So I will add those tattoos. I'm going to duplicate this. Bring this one over here. You might have to adjust this one a little bit. Actually, you may not have to. I'm going to try to get this lined up as best I can. You might be able to line them up better than I can, but yeah, that's really the only thing I would add for tattoos. I'm going to look right now off screen. Obviously, I'm not going to bring up video or something. I don't want to copyright. I think just is this picture. I mean, like, there's one picture where it doesn't look like they're, like, filled in, but, like, you can still see the other half of the eyebrow. Other picture looks like they're kind of filled in, but kind of not. So, you kind of choose. I'm not seeing any body tattoos, or that at least I remember watching her fight against Tabitha Ricci, which was a long time ago, it feels like. Well, yeah, that's kind of Loopy Godinez for you. Nothing spectacular. Fight kit, UFC Dark, UFC. Well, I guess they're both. Battle 2 Dark. You could also go with just like these two. Both work. I wish there was one that was in between. Same thing here. I just did the same thing here. And then for mouth guards, I just gave her Mexico. I know, a little redundant, but you could go UFC. I really don't give anybody a specific mouth guard. I really just tell people pick what you like and kind of what fits your fighter. There's really no right or wrong answer when it comes to mouth guards or mouthpiece. I'm only saying mouth guard because that's what the game says. Pretty easy to just pick a little Mexico. I'm gonna look real quick just before I sign off. You could mess with her nose a little bit more and kind of get it. Whoops. It's kind of hard to describe. Like you can get it bigger, and if you can get it to kind of like have a little V shape at like the tip of her nose, that would be ideal. But it's not that easy. It's not as easy as you think. So I'm trying to see, like maybe if I up this something, yeah, that makes it a little bit too weird. Like something more like this, I guess you could do. So like 67, something like that. Yeah, there is Loopy Godinez, or Godinez, excuse me. We don't have any strawweight fighters in this game, and that's sad. So I'm glad I can knock her out for you. I mean, there's not many that are here. So, and she's ranked number 10 according to UFC.com, and not having her in the game just seems like a travesty. So I'm here to fix that problem. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. There are a ton more CAFs on the channel. So if there's somebody that you are looking for, feel free to look through the channel. You might find somebody you're looking for. If you don't, let me know in the comments. I will try to answer them as I remember to check back on these videos. If not, please hit me on social media. Brick3BC, those links will be in the description. I'll most likely see them a lot quicker and get to them a lot faster, so that's probably your best case scenario. But without further ado, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this Loopy Godinez, and I will catch you guys in the next CAF. See ya!